first understand man, we have to consider the contemplation of a world both good and evil. And that's the mental acceptance of, the principle of evil as well as of good. This in itself constitutes a denial of God as omnipresent good. When we really think of things in terms of being of duality, and the saying goes, anything with two heads creates a monster. So, with that being said, we're unable to see the omnipresent good, the omnipotent good, and with that, we're not able to be quickened into a spiritual understanding, and won't realize in its entirety the true character of God, within our own nature as the image or the idea of God. So we have to basically bring down the noise, as they say, or destroy the lesser aspect of ourselves. Because, with that, we'll always have limits. Now, when you think of man, man is an idea. Before, there could be a man, there had to have been, an idea of man, God, the Father, or the divine mind that had an idea of man as this idea, as his son, the perfect man, the idea, the offspring of God, or the offspring of the God mind. The Son is the Christ, the only begotten of the Father, the Son being the express image and the likeness of the Father, is perfect or made perfect even as the Father which is in heaven, or the heaped up place, as his object of perfection. And all that we find in the divine mind, we find in its offspring, who is the image of the invisible God, or the invisible God, the firstborn of all creation. In him dwelleth all the fullness of the Godhead. And that's the man illuminated, or the illumined intellectual, in, the mortal sense. And in the mortal sense, there's an error of concept or expression of that idea, misunderstanding of that, nature, which results in an untrue expression of God, and a disabled, power structure, which leads to death, not just the physical death, but a death in the, invisible remnant, given to a mark or sin, strive, that's, insufficient in nature. When you really think about it, So in order for us to basically rise into that light, into that truth, we have to overcome the adversary within us. To understand the principle of mind, to see that divine order, which comes, first into, our state of consciousness, because that idea is a symbol of light, wisdom. So let there be light. And what they meant by that, is that it's an expresser of truth in all aspects of, illumination of the spirit, in all aspects of the being, going from, mortal to immortal, death in the body to life in the mind. Understanding the significance is, imperative to power